Have you ever felt small in the face of a great challenge? Have you ever looked at what you have and wondered, is what I have enough? The story we're going to tell today is about a boy who, with what seemed so little, did something great. He didn't have an army, he wasn't a famous leader, but he had something very important, the willingness to give what he had. And what seemed irrelevant became a great blessing for thousands of people. Let's discover together who the boy was who gave 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish to Jesus. Stay with me until the end, and you will understand the power of trusting, of giving the best we have, even when we don't immediately see its greatness. In the region of Galilee, where Jesus was performing miracles and healing many people, he encountered a large crowd following him, eager to hear his words and see his miracles. They were so enthusiastic that throughout the day, no one even noticed the time passing. It was late, the sun was setting, and the crowd of over 5,000 men, not counting women and children, was hungry. The disciples approached Jesus concerned and suggested that he send the people away so they could go into the city to buy food. But Jesus, as always, challenges our limited thinking and says, "They do not need to go away. You are the ones who will give them something to eat." Matthew 14:16. The disciples, surprised, began to look for what they could offer to so many people. Then a boy, who was probably there with his mother, approached one of the disciples. He had a simple lunch with him, 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. It was all he had, something simple, common, but enough to make a difference. Thinking that this wouldn't be helpful, one of the disciples, Philip, said, "Where are we going to find enough food for so many people?" And the other, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, found the boy and asked, "What do you have there?" And there was the boy. Without hesitation, he handed over what he had. It wasn't much, but he knew that it could be all Jesus needed. He didn't know he was about to be part of a miracle that would change history forever. He gave the loaves and fishes, trusting that Jesus could do something great. And Jesus, with a smile, looked up to heaven, blessed the loaves and fishes, and began to distribute them. He not only fed the multitude, but there were still 12 baskets of bread left over. Something simple becomes abundant in Jesus' hands. Now, stop for a moment to think. Would you have done the same as the boy? Or would you, like the disciples, look at what you have and think it's not enough? Many times in life, we think our contributions are too small. But what that boy teaches us is that when we put what we have in Jesus' hands, he transforms the little into much. The impossible becomes possible. Perhaps you are currently facing a struggle or a difficulty. The feeling that what you have is not enough, whether at work, in your relationships, or in your faith. What this boy did is an invitation for you. Put what you have in Jesus' hands. It doesn't matter the size of your offering, but your willingness to give. I know that many times it seems that what we have is not enough for what we are facing. But, like this boy, you can be part of something bigger. Perhaps your bread and fish are your skills, your resources, or even your time. What you have, however small it may seem, can be transformed into a great blessing. I want to invite you to trust. Put what you have in Jesus' hands. And if you feel touched by this message, share it with someone who needs to hear it now. The story of this boy teaches us that it doesn't matter how much you have, but how much you are willing to give. He wasn't an important figure in society. He didn't have wealth or fame, but what he had, he gave. And when you surrender what you have into God's hands, you never know what he can do. That simple snack fed more than 5,000 people, and yet there were still baskets full left over. Who was the boy who gave the 5 loaves and 2 fish? He was someone like you and me, someone willing to trust. And that's what God expects from us, trust. Trust in giving the little so that he can do the great. What do you have today? Put it in Jesus' hands and watch the miracle happen. If you liked this story, if you felt touched or inspired, remember to share this video. Let's spread the power of trusting in God, as the boy did. Keep this message in mind. With little in God's hands, much becomes possible.